Are you overspending on groceries without even realising it? Did you know that the average household in the UK spend £400 a month just on groceries? That's quite a lot of money. And with the increase going up in food all the time, that much is only going to rise. So in today's video, I want to give you 25 different tips to help you don't really know what that was. Slash your grocery weekly shop so that you can save a little bit of money to spend things on the things that you really want, like electric and gas. Hi, I'm Rachel, I'm solo mum to one, and on this channel I like to talk everything budgeting, saving and frugal living to help you save the pennies. So if you like that kind of thing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now today's video, I want to give you 25 tips on how you can slash your grocery bill to save an extra little bit of money. Now if you are not new to my channel and you've been here a while, you would hear me say these things before anyway, but I've got a few new ones in there too, so don't go anywhere, keep watching. So let's get straight into it. Number one, if you know me by now, you know that I love to shop my home first. Now, I bet most of us have a freezer full of food that we are not eating. And then it will come to a point where we will defrost that freezer and we are throwing half the food away. So I always go into my freezer and I go into my food cupboards. I see what I already have and I try and use those up in my meal plan, which leads me nicely onto number two, which is write a meal plan. Every single week, sit down and write a meal plan. Now you can write a meal plan just for dinners or breakfast, lunch and dinner. I like to do one for all three of them because I know exactly what I'm going to be eating, which takes the pressure off me during the week. I haven't got to think about that. I can just get on with my week. But also I know exactly what I need to buy at the grocery store, so I have to do less top-ups during the week, because you know when you go and do a top-up, you're not just going to go and buy the thing you need to go in for, you are going to buy more. So the less top-ups I can do, the more money I'm going to save. Once you've done your meal plan, you then want to write a shopping list of all the things that you actually need to get from the supermarket. If you go into the supermarket without a shopping list, one, you're going to forget the things that you actually need, and two, you're going to be so distracted by everything else that is around you that you are going to forget majority of the things that you want, which again leads to another top-up shop, which again leads to more money being spent. So write yourself a shopping list so you know exactly what it is that you need to buy. Now, one tip I do have for you, if you go to the same shop every single week, you will know the layout of your shop, unless the people change the layout. Then you're a little bit screwed. But if they don't change the layout, you know the layout of the shop and what order you get things in. So write your shopping list in the order that you need to get things with the layout of the shop. One, it's going to save you money because you're not back and forth and getting distracted by other things. And two, it's going to make your weekly shop go a lot quicker because you just go in, get what you need, and you can get out, which gives you more time during the day. So not just money, you're saving you time as well. Number four is to set yourself a grocery budget. So how much do you actually want to spend on groceries? How much do you actually have to spend on groceries? Once you have an actual budget of what you want to spend, then you are going to be more aware of what you're putting in your trolley. You're going to be more aware of the prices of things. You'll be looking for better deals. You'll be looking for cheaper items because you know that you have to stay within that budget. What I like to do, I like to set myself a budget, but I always have an extra £10 just in case there is anything that I need extra that week. I also like to have that extra money in case something is on sale that I use on a regular basis and I can stock up on those items. Plus, if there are any clearance items or yellow stickers, I like to have that extra £10 in my budget so I can buy those things and I can put them in the freezer and ready for my meal plan the following week. That extra £10 is only for those things. Anything I actually need that week that is a little bit more expensive, if I've got any clearance items or if anything is on sale that I want to buy that I use on a regular basis to stock up. If I want extra treats or I want to buy extra cakes or ice cream for the kids, it has to go within my actual main budget, not the extra money I have for the things that we actually need. Number five is to use cash if you can. If you are using cash and not card, again, you will be very aware of the things that you are putting in your supermarket trolley. You will be very aware of the prices and it will make you look for the offers, look for the deals and look for the cheaper items, which is going to save you a lot more money. Number six is using a scanner. So most supermarkets now, you can actually buy the scanner and go around the supermarket scanning your shopping. So when you get to the till, it's a lot easier to do. Also, that helps you see how much you are spending every single week, so you are not going past your budget. Otherwise, you've got to do the old-fashioned way and use a calculator on your phone. But if you have a supermarket that use the scanners, most do, but not all of them do, that's actually going to help you stay within your budget. So if you can use one of those, give one of those a go. Number 7, before you actually go grocery shopping, I want you to write your shopping list, and then I want you to put that shopping list into a website or an app called trolley.co.uk. You write down your shopping list in there and it will tell you which supermarket is going to give you the cheapest deal. So I don't necessarily do that because I shop at the cheapest supermarkets anyway, but if you want to know where you can get the best deals from, use trolley.co.uk. So use trolley.co.uk and it will give you the best place to get your shopping that week. Number 8 is to use the Too Good To Go app. It's a really good app to have. If you are really stretching out your grocery budget for the week, then go on the app and they sell surprise bags, the food that they're going to throw away, that it comes to the end of the day, they can't keep it, so just going to throw it away, but they give people the option to go on this app and buy one at a fraction of the cost. Now, I did one in Co-op and I got some oranges and I got coleslaw and I got some beef mince and I also got some sausages as well. It wasn't the best bag that I think I could have, but it was still pretty good. So we've eaten all the oranges, the coleslaw, we had some of it and it had to be thrown away. But the beef mince and the pork sausages I put in the freezer and I'll be using them this week to make some meals out of. Now it just stretched it a little bit more, which means I got a 500-gram pack of beef mince, and with that I'm going to be able to make 2 or 3 meals for my son and I. So it is worth it. You'll be able to stretch it a little bit more and get a little bit more for your money. Number 9 is to use the Olio app. This is free food. So people go to supermarkets before they close and they take lots of food wastage away. And then they come onto the app and they load it up on the app and you can go to someone's house and collect it completely for free. Now, the Olio app has also just started doing reduced items. So you can go there and you can buy items at a very reduced cost, or you can get the free stuff as well. So where I go, there's tea bags, you can get bakery items, and people who are also sorting out their kitchen cupboards and see things that they're not going to eat, or they tried it and didn't like it but they bought 2 tins worth, they put it on the Olio app. All you got to do is go and pick it up and it doesn't cost you a penny. Now I will be doing a video on the Olio app and I'm going to go around and get lots of free food and see what I got completely for free. So if you want to watch that video, subscribe to the channel. Number 9 is to go to Lidl and get a Lidl Box. I love doing this. I haven't done it for a while, but I have done it in the past. Lidl put like fruit and vegetables in a box that basically near their sell-by date. They're going to have to throw them away and they'll give you a whole box for £1.50. Now, I haven't done this for a while, like I said, but I have done it in the past. I've got this massive box and I either cook straight away with some vegetables, or I've chopped it all up and I put it in the freezer to have in some smoothies or to cook later on when I'm making a chili or a curry or something like that. I can use the vegetables or I can get the fruit out and I can make a nice mango smoothie or something that I fancy that day. So they're not always great food, but for £1.50, if you get it all home, chop it all up and put it in the freezer, it's a win. It's always a win. The only thing I will say with these boxes is you never know when they're going to put them out. Sometimes it can be the morning, sometimes it can be the evening, you just don't know. So my advice to you would be go into Lidl store and ask a member of staff roughly what time they put them out so you can make sure you're there to get the good one. Number 10 is to buy bulk. So if there's something that you use on a regular basis and it's on offer or it's on sale or anything, then go and buy quite a lot of them. Buy it bulk and have it stored away. If it's something that you're not going to use very often, there's no point, don't waste your money. But if it is something that you use on a regular basis, let's just say you use a lot of baked beans, having baked beans on toast and jacket potatoes, and there's an offer on, then get as many as you feel that you can within your budget and put them away, because you might as well get them on offer or on sale, because they keep for ages and it's going to save you money in the long run. Number 11, another favourite one of mine is yellow stickers. Now, if you've been around here long enough and you've watched my grocery hauls, you know I love a yellow sticker. I know exactly what places there are yellow stickers in Asda. I can take you to every single spot. I know where they all are. But once they changed it and I panicked, I went into Asda, I was like, where's my yellow stickers? And they just moved it down the other end of the fridge jar, but I did have a moment of panic because I do love my yellow stickers. Now, one quick tip that is coming in a future video that I will share with you now. Now, I always have roast chicken for Christmas dinner. But what I do, now it's September, I will wait to get a yellow sticker roast chicken. When I see it, I'll get it, I'll bring it home and I'll put it straight in the freezer. And I've got the main part of my Christmas dinner already done. So that's what I do. Look on the yellow stickers, find food that your family will like, bring it home, put it straight into the freezer, and then next week when you do your shop at home first in your meal plan, you've already got food there. There's no point in waiting until next week because you never know what yellow stickers are going to be there day in and day out. I know that the yellow stickers go out in my Asda first thing in the morning around about 7:30, 8 o'clock. It also goes out in the afternoon about 3 o'clock, and then it goes out again sometime in the evening. So every time I'm going into Asda, I go around those yellow stickers to see if there's any offers. So don't be frightened to pick up those yellow stickers and freeze everything you can. Number 12 is to use apps and reward cards and cashback. Now, there's lots of apps out there that you can save money on your groceries. You can actually get some free food with some of these apps. So make sure that you're downloading all the right apps and getting the reward cards for every shop that you go into. You can get money back, you can get offers, you can get points. You can really utilize it to help save you money on your grocery bill. Now, do subscribe to the channel because I am doing a big video next week where I talk about all the apps that you need to have to save money. This is to save money on the groceries and to save money on other things like petrol and flying and car park. So if you want to see that video, you got to subscribe so you don't miss it next week. Okay, the next one is to avoid pre-cut food. You are paying a little bit more just to have the convenience of pre-cut food. Now, I understand you're paying for convenience, I get that, but it doesn't take a lot just to take 10 minutes extra and just cut up an onion or cut up some mushrooms or grate some cheese. It doesn't take an awful lot of time to do it, and it's going to save you money. You're going to give your time over, but you're going to save a little bit of money as well. And by the time you're waiting for things to cook, you could have had it all done anyway. So rather than buy the pre-cut food, try and buy things whole and do all the cutting and slicing and dicing at home yourself, because you will save a few extra pence. And it might not seem a lot, but over time that actually does grow to a few quid, and you want to save as much money as possible on your groceries. Okay, the next one is to check your price per weight. So rather than check the price, look at the weight. Are you getting more for a bigger price, or are you getting the same amount? So sometimes you will see the same amount of carrots, but one's cheaper and one's more expensive. And obviously you buy the cheaper one, but if you need more, then maybe just go and buy the little bit more expensive one. Okay, the next one is to batch cook. Now, people say meal prep and do all that. I haven't got time to meal prep. I just don't have the time and energy to do it, but I can batch cook. So when I'm cooking one meal, I cook extra. I'm already cooking it, so I'm just going to cook extra of it, and then I'm going to portion that out and put that in the freezer, and I've got meals already. So the following week I could have exactly the same meals that I had this week because I've already batch cooked it and I've got all the meals in the freezer already. So that is definitely going to save you money because you've got the same meals 2 weeks in a row, and then you're batch cooking again for the rest of the 2 weeks of the month as well, and that you're just having the same meals, you're cooking it all at the same time. But it's going to save you so much more money if you can do that. So those things can be cooking jacket potatoes. You cook extra, you freeze them, you get them out the freezer in the morning the week after, warm them back up in the microwave, and then you've got jacket potatoes. You can make a spaghetti bolognese or a chili or whatever else that you want to cook. But if you batch cook it, it's going to save you time and it's going to save you money because you're already cooking it, you're just cooking more. Okay, the next one is to buy seasonal food. So obviously we're going into the autumn, winter. So the strawberries and the berries are going to start being a little bit more expensive because they are no longer in season. So have a look on what's in season throughout the month of September, October, and buy foods that are in season because it's going to be a lot cheaper for you, which is actually really good because throughout the year you get a variety of fruit and vegetables rather than stick with the same one. If you want to buy berries and blueberries and raspberries that are out of season, you're just going to pay a little extra for it instead. The next one is to use leftovers. So even if you haven't done your batch cooking, but you've made a meal and you've got some left over, you can put it in the freezer for a dinner another day, or you can have it for lunch the next day as well, so that you're using up every part of your grocery shop. You're not wasting any food, because for me personally, I hate food waste. You're not wasting any food at all. You're using it all up, but you've got something for your lunch the next day or even for dinner the next day as well. So use up all your leftovers, whether it's having it the next day or freezing it, but make sure you're using all of it up, and it's going to save you some money. Now, I personally love going to the supermarket because I like to have a look at the yellow stickers, the clearance items, look at offers and deals. However, if you struggle to go to the supermarket without getting tempted for anything else, then doing an online shop or doing a click and collect is going to be beneficial for you, because then you're not going to be distracted about what other things are in the store, but also you'll be able to see how much you are spending, and you'll be able to make changes to your shopping, maybe take some things out or find a cheaper item or an alternative to what you want, but it's a much lower cost. So if you can't go into the shop without being distracted, or you have to take your kids but you know you're going to spend a lot more, maybe do an online shop or do a click and collect instead. Okay, the next one is to switch supermarkets. So depending where your supermarket is that you shop in, maybe you want to switch to a lower cost one. So let's just say you shop in the likes of Sainsbury's, Tesco, Waitrose, or anywhere that's a little bit more expensive, but you need to cut your costs down. Then try Aldi or try Lidl and try the lower supermarkets. Even Home Bargains and B&M do food as well now. Try those stores instead, and that will save you a lot more money. It's the same food, it's different packaging. So try switching supermarkets to a low cost supermarket. The next one is to eat, then shop. Don't shop, then eat, because you will be so tempted because you're hungry and your eyes will be bigger than your belly, and you will buy loads of food that you don't actually want or need. You're just hungry. So have breakfast, go shopping. Have lunch, go shopping. Do not go shopping hungry, because you will buy more food. Eat, then shop. It's the best way to do it to save you some extra pennies. Okay, the next one is to cook from scratch. Not only is it healthier and you've not got all the extra additives in, you're going to also learn how to cook if you don't already know how to do that. And it's a skill that you can learn and grow and pass on to other people around you, but it's also going to cost you less. Now, people will say, but the ingredients is going to cost me more, but you get so much more out of it. So if you bought flour and eggs and milk for pancakes, yes, the pancakes are only 98p, but you only get 6 of them and they're full of a load of additives and sugar and everything else. Or you can make it at home yourself, add some yogurt, add some honey, maple syrup, peanut butter, whatever it is. You're not only just going to get 6, you're going to get a lot more than 6. So definitely worth cooking from scratch when you can. Again, batch cooking everything so it's in the freezer whenever you're ready. Okay, the next one is to buy frozen rather than fresh. This is for fruit and vegetables. So you can buy the frozen food, especially if you like berries and they're out of season. Go and buy them frozen. It's going to be a lot cheaper for you. Personally, me, I'm not a fan of frozen vegetables. I will have them, but they're not my favourite. I prefer fresh vegetables, and that's something that I will continue to buy. But if you really want to save money and you don't mind the taste of frozen vegetables, then you can buy frozen fruit and vegetables, and that's also going to help us too. Now, I did actually see a TikTok the other day, and somebody was saying that she went to the fridge department in Tesco to get a cheesecake, and it was £4.50. She walked round to the freezer section, same cheesecake in the freezer section, and it was £2.75. So she saved money that way. So even not just fruit and vegetables, but treats or pizzas or anything else, rather than buy it from the fresh counter, just walk round to the frozen section and get it so much cheaper. Buy as much frozen stuff than you do fresh, because it is going to save you money. Now, another one you can do to make sure that your family is eating a variety of foods but also saving you money is to do a challenge called the 6 to 1 challenge. So I've done something similar on my channel before when I've done grocery hauls, but the 6 to 1 challenge is getting 6 different vegetables, 5 different fruits, 4 different proteins. Whether that is meat proteins or vegan vegetarian proteins, but kind of 4 different kind of proteins, 3 starches, so your carbohydrates, rice, pasta, bread, etc. 2 sauces or spreads, so that your food isn't bland and tastes rubbish really. And 1 fun item, donuts, cookies, sweets, cakes, whatever it may be. So doing the 6 to 1 challenge, making sure that you're buying enough for the people that you are cooking for. But doing a food challenge will help you save money, but you're also feeding you and your family a variety of different foods, as well as having that extra treat as well. Okay, the next one is to do some supermarket offers. So the likes of Iceland and Co-op, they do offers like 10 for £10 or all this for £5, like a whole meal deal for £5. And I know in there you've had vegetables, you've had pizza, you've had a tub of ice cream and a few other things as well to make a meal. So use the co-op meal deals, and also look on Iceland. There's any deals going on, like sometimes they do 10 items for £10. That's really going to help you save money as well. And then you're just buying extra things to add into it. If you're really smart, you can have a look on their website, see what you want to get, make meals around that. And you've not got to buy as much when you go grocery shopping because you've already made meals around the 10 things that you've just bought. And finally, I don't know if this is number 25 or 26. If it's 26, you've got a bonus one. But finally, it is to ask family members for food. So if they've brought food and they don't like it, maybe you could try it and see if you like it. Most family members, if you've got a good family, are going to give it you for free anyway. Also, my parents are over 60. So therefore, every Tuesday in Iceland, they get a 10% discount. So guess who's going to collar one of their parents in to go to Iceland every Tuesday and use their 10% discount? That's me. I'm going to do it. If you've got a family member that's got access to like 10% off at Iceland because they're over 60, ask if you could use it 1 week just to give you a little bit extra money back. That is my 25, maybe 26, I'm not quite sure how many I did now, of ways that you can save money on your groceries. They're small little changes, but they all add up to save you quite a lot of money. Now, halfway through this video, I did say to you that I am doing a video on the best apps that you should download to save money on groceries and petrol and flying and all those things. That is coming out next week. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss that. Also, if you have any other tips or tricks or ideas, groceries, then do drop them in the comment below. And as I said that, I've just remembered one more, so you might even get 27 supermarket brand items rather than branded items because it's cheaper. And again, it's all the same thing, but it's in different packaging. However, if there are branded items that are non-negotiable for you, then buy that branded item. But if there's anything else that you can buy unbranded, then go and buy that instead, because that will help you save a little bit of money. So there we go. Even just chatting now, after I've done all my research, I still remembered one. But if you have any more, drop them down in the comment box below, because I'd love to know. And next time I do a video like this, I'll make sure that I add it in to the video. So if you like this video, do give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it to anyone who might find this useful. Also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the future videos that are coming up, so I can help you save money. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day, good evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.